Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Blanco the Slime, and in today's video, I have 10 things that you should absolutely never do in GTA Online, or, 10 things that you're doing wrong in GTA Online. Now, I do want to hear your guys' feedback. If you have additional things to add on, please leave them in the comments down below. I plan on including them, and I plan on making this like a weekly series, and I want to use your guys', thoughts. Maybe I'll do 5 of my own, 5 of, ones that you guys commented. So leave down below things that you think players should never do in GTA Online, and let's get into the video. Now, coming in at number 10, we have something Cayo Perico related. So we all know Cayo Perico. We all know it's probably the best way to make money in the game, but there is definitely a couple things you should never do while playing the Cayo Perico heist, or doing the setups, I should say. So as you know, you will need a weapon loadout to run the Cayo Perico heist. Now, you can pick any of these weapon loadouts that are on the screen, and when you select one, it's going to ask you to complete a mission in order to retrieve the weapon loadout. Now, the mission you want to avoid at all costs is going to be the one that says go to Merryweather headquarters. That mission is going to take you like 10 to 15 minutes. It's really going to slow up your process in doing the Cayo Perico heist, and you want to just avoid it at all costs. You see, I selected a weapon loadout, and it told me to go to 707 Vespucci. If it gives you like an address like that, that means you just have to go to a building within Los Santos and retrieve the weapons, and it will be much easier. As you can see here, my mission is located right in the middle of Los Santos. You can go and grab it and bring it right back to your submarine. But the problem is, when you get the mission that says go to Merryweather headquarters, you're going to have to follow a Valkyrie helicopter, which is going to fly really, really slow, and it's going to go all the way up into Blaine County, and you can't get there quicker than it. Even if you do, you have to wait for the helicopter to get there to spawn the mission. So you're going to have to travel all the way up to Blaine County, and that's not the end of the nightmare, man. Sometimes when you go do the mission, it actually gets glitched or bugged and doesn't even let you complete it, and you pretty much waste 15 or 20 minutes traveling all the way up there, traveling all the way back, and it doesn't even count. So definitely avoid Merryweather headquarters weapon loadout mission at all costs. Now, coming in at number 9, we have being an MC president. Now, you might say, well, I can't run my businesses for the MC club if, I'm not registered as an MC president, which is true. You definitely have to register as an MC president to do most of the activities regarding your businesses and stuff like that. But as we all know very well, these businesses get raided very frequently. And in order to prevent this, there is actually a trick that you can do while you're moving around and doing missions and doing other stuff in the game. And it's very simple, man. You want to just disband as a CEO or as an MC president. If you are not currently registered as an MC president or secure serve CEO, none of your businesses can get raided. So please keep that in mind, especially for the MC president stuff, because your MC businesses will get raided left and right, man. You don't need the security upgrade. It's a waste of money. Just simply retire/disband from being a CEO or an MC president, and it will prevent any raids and stuff like that. And no one likes raids, man. We all hate logging on to GTA and immediately seeing a message that one of our businesses is getting raided, and we have to go rush over there and save our business and save our product and all that stuff. So we could avoid all of that by just simply disbanding. You go into your interaction menu, and there you go, disbanded from Motorcycle Club President, and now our businesses and products will be safe from any and further raids. Now, coming in at number 8, we have using Rooster in your hangar. Now, the hangar received a bunch of buffs, allowing us to do, land missions instead of everything being involved with aerial vehicles and stuff like that. So the business is great. And it also gave us, a companion in Rooster who can source crates for you for your hangar. Now, this in theory sounds like it is absolutely amazing. We don't have to actually go out and grab crates ourselves. But see, the problem is the way that the hangar works, you get huge, and I mean huge cash bonuses, up to 70% extra on top of, if you sell in a public session, you get the extra 50%. You can get huge bonuses, man, by having the same product. And I'm going to show you what I mean. So we have 8 different products that we can get within our hangar. And now these 8 products each have 50 slots. But the problem is we only have 50 slots in total to keep in our warehouse. So if you have all 50 of the same product, you will get a 70% pay bonus. And now you say, why shouldn't we use Rooster? Well, Rooster will source you 3 products, but the problem is it might not be the same ones. He can get you 3 different ones, and this can create issues later on when you're looking to sell and you're 1 or 2 items short. Like you could have 48 chemical and 2 medical supplies, and that 48 chemical will, prevent you from getting that 70% bonus. So you want to not use Rooster because it will force you to sell the 1 or 2, random items that he gets for you that are not part of the 50 that you are looking to sell. So please, although the hangar did get buffed and it is an absolutely amazing business to run, source the cargo crates yourself. If you are using Rooster, you are doing this business wrong. So please avoid Rooster at all costs. It will screw you up. Now, coming in at number 7, this is one that I think we all have done at some point in time. See, when I first got back into GTA Online, maybe 6 or 7 months ago, I started going on a frenzy of buying a whole bunch of cars with any money that I made. But this is a huge mistake. Although it is cool to fill up your garage with a bunch of cool cars and sports cars, a lot of them serve the same purpose. And if you're a beginner player in GTA Online, you want to get vehicles that will help you complete missions, help you against NPCs, or help you make money. You don't want to spend a ton of your money on a bunch of cool looking cars. Definitely get yourself a business and stuff like that. Solidify ways to make money before you go out and just spend a ton on cars. Now, don't get me wrong. I love collecting cars. I have a ton of them. I probably have 500 plus cars owned in GTA Online. But if you are a newer player or if you're just getting back into GTA Online, please spend your money wisely. Spend it on businesses and, stuff that's going to continue your money flow, because cars aren't going to continue your money flow. So as cool as they look and as cool it is to have a bunch of cars, please refrain from buying sports cars before businesses. Now, speaking of businesses, coming in at number 6, we have running your MC Clubhouse properly with the right businesses. And those are going to be the Walter White stuff, you know what I'm saying? The blue glass. We're monetized here, so I can't say the real word. And then, of course, the white stuff lockup. These two businesses are actually profitable and worth running. When you look at the numbers, money per hour wise, they actually are pretty solid businesses. Although the sale missions still aren't the greatest, it's definitely a decent business, that being the white stuff and the Walter White stuff. Now, your counterfeit cash factory, your, document forgery office, and the green stuff, the marijuana, it's not going to make you much money, man. The only reason you should have those businesses is for the nightclub. Obviously for the nightclub, you need to own those businesses for your nightclub warehouse to produce money. But other than that, you should never run those 3 out of the 5 MC businesses. And if you are being a motorcycle club president the wrong way. You never ever want to run document forgery, counterfeit cash, or the green stuff. Stick to the Walter White stuff. Stick to the white stuff if you do want to run the MC businesses. Now, moving away from businesses and money and all that stuff, this one's a little bit more simple. Coming in at number 5, we have a simple setting in your, in your settings menu, and that is going to be your vehicle camera height. Now, this is just a personal preference for most, but honestly, I think the vehicle camera height on high is much better. I'm currently driving around with it on high, and you can see that your visual, the visuals you get while driving are just much, much better. You can see more of the road. You can see a little bit behind you. You could see, when you're going up those hills, down those hills, you can see from a higher point of view. Now, when you place it low, of course, some people still play like this. I personally don't suggest it, though. It just lowers the camera height. Obviously, that's the point of the setting, camera height, right? Vehicle camera height. But when it's on low, you just see a little bit less of the road. Now, I'm not saying it's impossible to drive like this. It's a very small thing, but personally, I would say if you're driving around with the vehicle camera height on low, you are doing it wrong. You will crash much less. You will, avoid NPCs much better that are chasing you from behind when you have the vehicle camera height set to high. When you have it on low, your visuals are just a little bit less. You see a little bit less of your surroundings. Now, again, like I said, it's not like it's impossible to drive like this, but I do think you are doing it wrong if you're driving low. If you haven't changed this setting, give it a try, man. Put the vehicle camera height on high and let me know if you like it. If not, again, you can leave it down in the comment section below whether you prefer low or high. I personally lean more towards the high vehicle camera height. Now, coming in at number 4, something you should never do in GTA Online is multiple vehicle sale missions. Now, I know you're probably thinking, I have to do these things. Certain businesses require them, like, the bunker, all the MC businesses. They have multiple vehicles. Well, luckily, on the positive side, GTA and Rockstar have recently buffed multiple vehicle sale missions, increasing the timer on them from like 15 to 30 minutes to actually give you enough time to physically get these done. But you can work your way around this, and the way you can is by simply, sometimes you could just, if you have a big enough vehicle, you can actually park it outside the business where the multiple vehicles spawn and kind of take up the space outside the business. And it will actually spawn you, it will give you the missions where it's one vehicle, or you got to go to the airport and use like a, airplane for the MC businesses, which are the easier ones. You'd rather get in an airplane and make 10 drop-offs or 15 drop-offs from the airplane rather than drive, 5 different motorcycles across the map or 5 garbage trucks or 5, post-op vans. Those missions are god-awful. And same thing with the bunker. You want to avoid the missions that spawn you, the go-kart, that spawn you, 15 different drop-offs. Those are just take way too long and you run a really high risk of getting griefed. My suggestion is if you get for the bunker a vehicle sale mission with multiple vehicles, just join a new session. You will lose a little bit of product, and this goes with any business. If you get a mission that doesn't favor, what you want to do, and you get multiple vehicles and you don't feel like doing it, just start a new session, go back to the business and restart the sale mission until you get a sale mission that's a little bit easier or simpler to complete. And trust me, man, you will lose a little bit of product, but it's worth it if it means avoiding getting griefed while delivering, 5 different sale vehicles or 4 different sale vehicles. It's better than losing all of your product. You just lose a little bit of pinch. I think it's like 5% of your product for joining a new session and stuff like that. So that's number 4, man. Don't do, multiple sale vehicle missions. And if you are going to be doing them, at least make sure you have a Sparrow or an oppressor ready and available to be able to travel back and forth. When you finish with one vehicle, you can travel back to your business and grab the next one. And at least make sure you're doing it the right way if you are going to be doing the multiple sale vehicles. But personally, I would say never do them. And if you are doing them, you are playing GTA Online wrong. Now, coming in for number 3, we have doing nightclub popularity missions. Now, of course, the nightclub is an amazing business that can make you really good passive money, and everyone wants their nightclub filled with people with energy and dancing, and everybody's club wants to be lit. You don't want your club to be dead. You want your club to be lit, obviously. But the way you keep the popularity up in your club is very important. You don't want to be doing nightclub popularity missions, the promote club missions. Those right here, promote club missions. They take anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes and they will only fill up a small portion of your nightclub's popularity. You will have to do like 5 of these missions to get it full, which can take an hour to do 5 of them. So you don't want to do the nightclub popularity missions. Now you might be asking, well, how can I keep my popularity up if I don't do the promote club missions? Well, there's a few ways. One of the easiest ones is if you walk into your nightclub while you are in passive mode, you will get a blue dot on your mini map where you have to escort someone who drank a little bit too much outside of your club. And this will give you like 20% of your nightclub popularity. So every time it goes down a bit, you can just walk in passive mode and kick the troublemaker out and bring your popularity back up to full so that your nightclub wall safe will continue giving you $50,000 every 48 minutes, which of course is one full day in GTA Online in game. Now, another way you can, a little bit easier if you're not getting the blue dots, is you can rebook your resident DJ. Now, the first time you book these DJs, it will cost $100,000, which is a bit steep, but it will fill your popularity bar up the entire way, even if it is completely empty. Or you can rebook a DJ that you have already purchased for $10,000, which will bring up your popularity by like 15 or 20%. So in my opinion, it's more worth it to spend the $10K recycling DJs and keeping your popularity full rather than doing promote club missions. Now, if you don't want that annoying cutscene that we just saw on screen, you can change your resident DJ in the basement of your nightclub and it will avoid that cutscene that we just saw where the new DJ comes. So you could just keep spamming, switch DJs. So if your popularity is like down to half, just go down to your basement and spam the 10,000, switch resident DJ option like 5 to 6 times and you'll be back at full. And yes, it does cost 40 or 50,000 to fill it back up, but being that the safe makes you 50K every 48 minutes, you can make that money back relatively easy. And in my opinion, it's much better than doing the promote club missions, which are a huge waste of time. You need to use that time doing better things. So if you're doing promote club missions to keep your nightclub lit, you are doing it wrong. Now, coming in at number 2 is purchasing the new businesses. Now, if you are a new player in GTA Online or you just came back after a long break, the last thing you want to do is purchase the 2 new businesses, and that is being the salvage yard and the bottom dollar bounty bail enforcement agency. Now, don't get me wrong, these 2 businesses are really fun and they add a very potent new experience to the GTA Online game. And I've been personally enjoying the 2 businesses very much. But when you really look into it on the money side of things, these businesses aren't that great. The salvage yard provides you 3 vehicles a week. You heard that right. Every single week, you get only 3 vehicles, and they'll pay you like anywhere from $300,000 to $350,000. So you're only looking at about $1 million to $1.2 million in profit, you know, from the salvage yard throughout the entire week. And now the bail enforcement agency is a little bit better with hourly bounties that pay you anywhere from $30,000 to $45,000. And then once a day, you will be able to get, you see, I already claimed, so you can't see the price for them, but Brock Thompson, these are your daily bounties, which will pay you from $120,000 to $140,000, but only once a day. So moral of the story is these businesses, yes, they are very fun. They added a ton of new missions, a ton of new, you know, vehicles and just experience to GTA Online, which is all great and very good, but the pay is not that high. These are not businesses you buy to make a ton of money. So if you are coming back from a long break of GTA Online, or you're a newbie, you're a rookie, you know, save up and get yourself a Kasaka, an agency, or a bunker, if you really want to make money. So a bunker, Kasaka, or agency, those should be your 3 first businesses that you purchase. The Kasaka, of course, will give you access to the Cayo Perico heist, which is the best way to make money. The agency gives you access to the Dr. Dre contract, and the farmhouse bunker, well, not farmhouse bunker, but the bunker in general just makes you a crap ton of money. So those are the 3 first businesses you should look to buy. Don't buy the salvage yard or the bottom dollar bounties first. You won't be able to make too much money off this. And with all the upgrades, they both cost around $5 to $5.5 million. It will take you a very long time to make this money back. Now, coming in at number 1, what you are doing wrong is if you have purchased the Ocelot Virtue or the Brigade 6x6, you can get both of these vehicles for absolutely free by completing the first and last dose missions. It will give you the Ocelot Virtue completely free, and then it will give you the Brigade 6x6 for $750,000. It will come with the Acid Lab. The one that you purchase on Warstock Cash and Carry will not come with an Acid Lab, so you are wasting your money. If you want an Ocelot Virtue and the Acid Lab business and also the Brigade 6x6 vehicle, simply complete the first and the last dose missions and you will get them for free. Do not waste your money. Please, man, I've seen so many people purchase the Brigade 6x6 from Warstock when it does go on sale, and they're like, oh man, it didn't come with the Acid Lab. You need to do the first and last dose missions to get it. So if you are purchasing either one of these vehicles without doing the first and last dose missions, you are doing this completely wrong. And that pretty much wraps up our video for today. Like I said in the beginning of the video, man, I do want to use your guys' suggestions moving forward. I plan on maybe doing this type of video once every 2 weeks, or maybe even once a week. We could do 10 different things, you know, that people are doing wrong in GTA Online. So please comment down below if you have any additions to make to this list, if you want to be featured in the next installment of 10 things you are doing wrong in GTA Online. But if you enjoyed the video and made it all the way to the end, of course, a like and subscribe is appreciated. If you are new here, welcome. If you've been down with the channel, welcome back. Again, the support is always appreciated. It only takes 1 second of your time to hit the like and subscribe. And until the next video, peace out, boys.